Alright guys, so in this video we're going to be talking about technical stuff, which is actually how to set up your squeeze page. And this is what I call the holy trinity of internet marketing: hosting, domain, autoresponder. Three things you absolutely cannot be stingy on this. You need to spend a few bucks. I said everybody wants to do free. You can't seriously make money if you don't have at least a hosting account and an autoresponder, because you need to have your own websites like this and the ability to follow up with your leads. So I'm going to show you how to set up a website like this in about 5 minutes once you actually learn how to set up your WordPress blog. Now, there are a lot of different ways to set up squeeze pages. There's a lot of options. I'm going to distill it down to the simplest, and if you have any questions, you can always email me. So, as I said, you need domain and hosting. These are the first two components of setting up your own websites, and when you get this the first time, you're going to duplicate it again and again. I don't know how many websites I've set up over the past 2 or 3 years. So you want to start out with a domain, and I recommend GoDaddy, and I believe there's a link below this video where if you click the link, you should get your domain. Domains are usually like 13 bucks, but I think with this link it's 6 bucks. And you know, like you want to. Here's a good example of this is actually the jump manual, which is actually this is a good little niche vertical jump, people. Look at his website. It's called freeverticaljumptraining.com, and his actual product is jumpmanual.com, but his squeeze page link is freeverticaljumptraining.com. You know, let's see. It said mine is badassattraction.com. So it's helpful to have let me go back here to GoDaddy. It's helpful to have a domain that is, you know, relevant to your niche, right? Like I had domains over the years, like, you know, how to get abs for ab products. Like I said, mine's about attracting women, so I chose Badass Attraction. So you pick your domain name, use the coupon, and then you're going to sign in to your GoDaddy account. And the basic thing this is the only technical part of setting up a website is really what we call the name servers. All it is you buy a domain and you have to just link it to your hosting. So your hosting is it's like your house. It's like your host is like a computer, literally, where all your files sit. And it's like your house. And the domain tells the internet where your house is. That's how I put it. You know, it's really simple. So buy your domain. Oh, and then of course you need to get hosting. So what I recommend is I use HostGator. I really like them. I get billed monthly. I don't usually pay up front. What's cool about HostGator is, again, there's a coupon. You can get your first month for 1 penny if you don't already have hosting. And it's also cool is when you join HostGator or almost any other, if you use another hosting company, they usually have AdWords coupons. And usually AdWords, their deal is that if you spend $25, you get a free $100, which is awesome for what we're going to be doing. And again, as I was saying, you might spend as little as $5 on one of these videos, but if you do a bunch of videos or a bunch of channels, eventually you spend 25 bucks, you get 100. It's a good deal. But HostGator, what I recommend is use the link below, and then you can click on what is known as the baby plan. You don't need the business plan. That's too much. You don't want the hatchling plan because that's only one domain. With the baby plan, you can literally have as many websites as you want on this hosting thing. Go to order. I suggest monthly. And then what you do is, in the coupon code, you can go to super website, click validate, and boom, once you get rid of this host, you don't need site lock, by the way. You're going to see 1 penny, right? So you're going to get access to this hosting for 1 penny, which is pretty sweet. So you're going to sign up for these things, and they're going to send you all the login information, blah, blah, blah. And then you're going to sign into your hosting account. And what you're going to do with your hosting account is you're going to get a control panel like this. It's very easy to navigate. There's all these little icons. It's nothing too confusing. There's live support. It's very helpful. But what you're going to do is you're going to scroll down to what's called the name servers. All right. And what you're going to do is you're going to take a note of what these name servers are. You're probably going to remember them over time. I remember mine by heart. And then you're going to go to your domain into your account. Once you're in your your domain account, you want to just go to domain management. And you're going to see all these are all the domains I have. So let's say I wanted to change, I don't know, any of these. So if I go to my, like SethJarrett.com, that's my personal blog. What you're going to do is you want to go to where name servers are and click manage. And then you basically just choose custom, and it's going to say something else. When you get it, when you register a domain with GoDaddy, it's going to look like this, and then you just click custom, and you put in your own domain name servers and click save. And that basically tells the internet, hey, when you go to this website, go over here to this hosting company, and that's, it's that simple. Now, if this is if this is a new account and you register. When you go to sign up, you're going to put your domain there. And it's, you won't have to do anything else. It'll literally just point your domain over here, and then you're ready to install WordPress. If you already have hosting, and I'm sure you know this already, but like I said, I just want to mention it, is you're going to go to add-on domains. So what's cool is, like I said, you can host almost, they say unlimited. I mean, really, it's not unlimited. But if you have hundreds of domains, you literally just go ahead. And if you add a new domain to your hosting account, you just type in your new domain, you put the password, you add it, and blah, blah, blah. Now you have a new domain. And then what you're going to do, and this is where I think it's really cool, is you go to this thing called Fantastico Deluxe. And it's this great, what they call a scripting service. And you're going to go and click on WordPress. And basically, you are just, you see all the installations that I already have. You just go to new installation, and it should populate all the domains that you already have. Okay, and then you just basically pick, don't do the thing dot, the name, whatever your domain is. You might just have one name right here. Just click it, and then put in your username, your nickname, blah, 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 and then just click install. It's literally that easy. And then you're going to have a WordPress site like this.